start this haircut with a vertical diagonal back section. With my razor, I'm cutting on the outside of my fingers with a lot of tension. If you notice, I continue to slightly pull that hair forward and with my razor following the guide from my previously cut section. So each new section I slightly drag on to the previously cut and I continue to cut until I slightly pass the center back. Continuing on the opposite side. Now what you notice here is my fingertips are now pointing downwards because I'm still working in that same vertical diagonal back section. Cutting on the outside of my fingers in the same exact manner, making sure that my razor is nice and sharp and that also I'm not dragging it through the hair. So as I create those strokes, it's almost like they're attached to like the pedals of a bicycle. Once I complete that, I move to the top. I take a section that goes from front to back and I use a little bit of elevation. So this will be a slightly graduated line that I'm working with. And I continue cutting that towards the back. On the sides, I work a little bit more with a square or a straight line. And as I move behind the ear or through that mastoid process area, I slightly still continue to over direct forward, but my body position also moves with that section. On the opposite side, I'm going to create a line that's going to go slightly higher than the one that I did previously. So this one is going to be extended all the way through the fringe area. Remember that right now what I'm creating is first that basic shape. I go into a nice blow dry, and after my blow dry, I start refining, and I use the tips of my scissors just to get that fringe nice and even. I start working through the sides, cleaning that line. The same as I work through both sides. So here it's going to be a little bit more based on guest preference. For this one, it's a little bit more of a disconnected haircut, working with something just a little bit more, I want to say, on the creative side. So what I'm looking at is balance that's going to really suit the bone structure. Through that fringe area, I continue cutting now from that center to the outside. If you notice, the reason why I'm doing this just to have a little bit more of a sharper corner on the opposite. And then I'm going to continue cutting that line and cleaning and refining as I move towards the back area. I place the hair inside of my comb, and the reason for that is to avoid cutting the hair that was previously cut underneath. And then I'll slightly scissor over comb, but if you notice, my comb is continuing to work outward, so it'll slightly put a graduated shape into that. Refining that bottom hairline, and then getting that corner right at the mastoid. Little bit of scissor over comb just to refine that, so it'll stay still slightly longer towards the center back. Making sure that I refine that line all the way through. Once I've completed that refinement, I'll go in with a little bit more of scissor over comb, and here you see a completed look of an asymmetrical, disconnected haircut that has just that slight undercut and working with the symmetry. Hope you enjoy.